Our next performance, Laya Kadambam. Let me introduce this to you. Music is known as the language of emotions. It crosses all language barriers. And when music comes in unison with dance, music has the power of bringing people together in rhythm or layam, creating togetherness and a feeling of oneness. Our next performance is a collection of dances of different styles from across the region and the world, including Bharatam, Kuchipudi, Kathakali, Kandyan, Dandiya, Indonesian dance, Greek, Bharatanatyam fusion, and Apsara Ali. Choreography is by Dhanushan Satyamurthy. Dr. Arunthathy Sri Ranganathan would like to thank the senior members of the Aru Shri Art Theatre, especially Shankar and Rangika, for their contribution towards this performance, as well as for all of their continued support throughout the years. Dr. Arunthathy would also like to thank Mudra Nirmani Dance School and the other groups who have collaborated for this performance. With this introduction, we now present Laya Kadambam.
Yeah, you with some wet. Now from the top, that's some wet. And on mop, that's some wet. I'm talking rock, that's some. That's some wet, huh?
Janta terkita ditang kita janta terkita dim tajam terkita ditang kita takadum takadim tata tajam terkita ditang kita janta terkita tajam terkita தஜம் த தர்க்கிடதக தர்க்கிட தர்க்கிட தர்க்கிடதம் தர்க்கிட தர்க்கிட தர்க்கிடதம் தர்க்கிட தர்க்கிட தர்க்கிடதம் 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 தர்க்கிடதக தன்னத்தத்தின் தன்னத்தத்தின் தர்க்கிடதக தன்னத்தத்தின் தன்னத்தத்தின் தர்க்கிடதக தன்னத்தத்தின் தன்னத்தத்தின் தர்க்கிடதக தன்னத்தக் தன்னத்தக் தர்க்கிடதக தாங்கிடதக தர்க்கிடதக தாங்கிடதக தர்க்கிடதக தாங்கிடதக தர்க்கிடதக தர்க்கிடதக தத்தித்தா தஜம் தஜ்ஜிகெண்ண ததித்தா தஜம் தஜ்ஜிகெண்ண ததா தஜம் கிடதக தர்க்கிடதம் கிடதக தர்க்கிடதம் கிடதக தர்க்கிடதக தித்தா தஜம் தக்க தஜ்ஜிகெண்ண ததித்தா தஜம் தக்க தஜ்ஜிகெண்ண ததா தஜம் கிடதக தர்க்கிடதம் தா கிடதக தர்க்கிடதம் தா கிடதக தர்க்கிடதம் தா தித்தா தஜம் தக்க திக்கு தஜ்ஜிகெண்ண ததித்தா தஜம் தக்க திக்கு தஜ்ஜிகெண்ண ததா தஜம் தக்க திக்கு கிடதக தர்க்கிடதம் தக்க திக்கு கிடதக தர்க்கிடதம் தக்க திக்கு கிடதக தர்க்கிடதம்
ladies and gentlemen, that was a vibrant confluence of varied dance forms right there, truly showcasing for us how not just dance forms, but even cultures and people from different parts of the world can merge together in harmony. Well, before we move on to the next performance, ladies and gentlemen, we're truly delighted that a distinguished invitee who has enriched our gathering here with his presence this evening is our chief guest, the High Commissioner of India to Sri Lanka, His Excellency Gopal Bagle. We're also delighted to note the presence of the High Commissioner's wife this evening. A warm welcome to you as well, madam. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have the privilege of listening to our High Commissioner's thoughts on this occasion. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we welcome on stage His Excellency Gopal Bagle.
Kalasuri Deshnetru Dr. Arunthathy Sri Ranganathan, Madam Kailas Pillai, distinguished invitees, my colleagues from the High Commission and Cultural Center, ladies and gentlemen, Vanakkam, Namaskar, Ayubovan, very good evening to all of you. I'm very hesitant to speak anything because I don't know if it's really a good idea to interrupt the dance performance and to impose a speech on you. But since I have been asked to speak as a duty, I would certainly first of all like to thank the Arusri Theatre for putting together this wonderful evening, this wonderful performance. And of course, all kudos and appreciation must go to Dr. Arunthathy herself. Her work, her life, her dedication has been introduced to you from this stage a short while ago. Much as I would like to repeat all of them and add to it also from my side, I would think it suffice to say that she has really done a wonderful service not only to the cause of music and dance and performing arts, but also to the cause of bringing up and nurturing young talent and building bridges between peoples, ethnicities, languages, cultures, regions, religions, countries. I would of course also like to thank all those who are associated with today's organization, the choreographers, the wonderful dancers, and most of all, the appreciative audience like you. It would not have been possible to have this evening without any of you. I say this because the fundamental concept of performance is rooted, as we know from India, in the famous treatise written by Bharat Muni called Natya Shastra, more than 2000 years of antiquity. Rasam is the fundamental part which is there. And while the performer performs, the enjoyment of rasam has to be by the audience, by an appreciative audience like you. The very theme of today's performance, Layam, is actually not only fundamental to the music, because as we know in Hindustani music or Carnatic music, the various components, the sur, tal, and layam, they are there. And their synthesis, their coming together, makes the music. But the concept of laya, or rhythm of time, as the literature given to us today mentions, is very fundamental, I would say, to the very concept of life. And not only life, but creation as such. While introducing the theme, it was mentioned to you that our hearts beat and there is a rhythm. We breathe, there is a rhythm. The sun rises in the morning and sets in the evening, there is a rhythm. The waves of ocean come and wash the shore, there is a rhythm. The wind blows through the gardens and across seas. The monsoon comes and brings rains and goes away, there is a rhythm. The flower blooms, forms the seeds, the fruit, another tree grows, there is a rhythm. So everything in the life is actually the creation, and it is believed in some forms of Hindu philosophy, Vedantic philosophy, that this whole creation comes through in a cycle of arising and vanishing, and that too is rhythm. That too is Laya. And who is the kingpin or the linchpin, if I may say so, of this Layam? Nataraj, the Shiva, whose cosmic dance unleashes the rhythm of time, the rhythm of scale, the rhythm of existence itself. In our mythology, we grow up reading the concept of pralaya and srijan, catastrophe in which everything vanishes, nothing survives, and then out of this nothing, again the life comes about, existence. So this cycle of existence and non-existence, I won't say vanishing because something does exist. So this cycle of existence and non-existence is what rhythm is all about. I thank the artists, I thank the creators of this program for wonderfully bringing to life and presenting not only the sargam, the seventh surah, but every aspect of life that we have seen, beginning from the alayams, the temples, to the common life, how rhythm, the concept of laya, is all pervading. But even more important for common people, for lay people like me, is that this concept of laya or layam pervades everything, not only those that I mentioned, but also every school of thought and music. You saw how different cultures, different forms of music and forms of dance, they can be bound together with this common thread of layam, rhythm. And here, standing as a diplomat, representing India, that is something which is fabulous, and I cannot fail to note that. And it is how this laya, this rhythm, this music is fundamental beat, its fundamental existence, life, how it binds our people, the people from India and the people from Sri Lanka. The work of Dr. Arunthathy herself is a tribute to this millennia-old relationship. Your presence here is a symbol of that millennia-old relationship between not just the two countries and the two governments, but the two peoples. And as the High Commission, as the Cultural Center, it is a privilege for us to stand together with the people who actually, through their words and deeds, through their actions, through their lives, through their performances, embody this very concept of coming together of the two cultures, two peoples from India and Sri Lanka. Not only India and Sri Lanka separately, but within India, you saw so many dance forms. From Sri Lanka, so many dance forms, so many costumes. So this is of extreme importance when we celebrate the concept of rhythm in life, to know and to understand and to believe and to see for ourselves that our two peoples from India and Sri Lanka are also brought together through this unity, through this concept of unity of culture, unity of fundamental understanding of music and all its manifestations. I would like to once again thank all the organizers, and first of all, of course, Dr. Arunthathy and her talented students. And finally, before I step down, I would like to also mention that today we have in our midst, if I may be permitted to mention, the outgoing director of the Swami Vivekananda Culture Center, Dr. Revant Vikram Singh, who has done a yeoman's service for 3.5 years to the cause of promoting just not culture, but cultural relations between India and Sri Lanka, and also his successor, Professor Datta. Thank you very much for showing your appreciation to both of them. And I'm sure that the love and affection and cooperation which Dr. Revant got from all of you and all of those who are not here also today, from everyone he came into contact with, the same and more will be available to Professor Datta also. With your support only, ladies and gentlemen, we will continue to build the bridges between our two countries and our peoples, and we'll continue to celebrate life, music, and Layam. Thank you very much. Nandri, Bahumai Stuti.